What's going on? It's Frank, back with another Frank Look At. And it's a beautiful day out. It's Sunday. This will come out on Monday. Not gonna do the weekly goals until tomorrow, because there's actually a lot to talk about today. First thing to talk about is, gas prices are expensive. I don't drive, but I just saw $6. So that's a bit of a rough one. Second thing is, I really need to trim my beard, and I'm gonna get rid of the neck crap tonight, but I can't actually shave my beard because I'm going to a bachelor party in a few weeks, and we have a theme where we are gonna have like funny facial hair and stuff. So yeah, I'm keeping it up, and I'm gonna save what my funny facial hair is until the night before. That'll be one of the videos I film to cover the entire weekend. But we'll get more into that. That's not this week, this upcoming week, but the following week. So we'll get there when we get there. Also, check me out today. Rocking the jorts. Oh, rocking the jorts. Anyways, yeah, I decided to go on a walk today just to get some steps in. It's nice out, get some vitamin D, get some sun, because it hasn't been this nice on a weekend in a while. And yeah, but I want to talk about like the last 18 hours or so, really. So, like I mentioned, I ended up spending like 2 hours on Amazon finding like a bachelor trip gift when I ended up doing the golf balls with like our group name on them and all our faces. So I'm really happy about that. Also bought a shirt, nice little baggy t-shirt to wear. So that's that. The golf balls, because I think I bought 24 of them. I can't remember, it was 12 or 24, but it cost me a nice little pretty penny. And then the shirt cost me like $30. So that's like maybe about $100 that I spent on Amazon yesterday. And then I DoorDash dinner, so that's another like $30. And then I did something. I bought GeoGuessr, the year subscription, the best one, so I have like the unlimited access. So really cool with that. So I bought that because I was like, I kind of want to play games again. I like GeoGuessr. I like the world. I have some just good world knowledge compared to like a lot of other Americans. So I was like, I'll buy it. $75 for a year. So kind of a bit expensive, but whatever. And then I was like trying to set up all my PC stuff again. And that was a bit rough. I actually broke my little webcam, like the screw thing to screw it onto like the tripod, which is a bit annoying, but luckily I had a backup and I didn't need to buy something else. My backup was an actual Canon camera, which is, to be fair, is a better camera for a webcam. But for some odd reason, like the Canon thing that the app you need for it to work sometimes isn't like working on my computer. But it has been a few months. I was like, fuck it, let's reinstall it, see how it works. Really fine, no issues. My computer wasn't bitching and hating about it, which it's done in the past. So yeah, that was fun. Set the camera, and then I streamed for 2 hours this morning. Even got a new follower out of it. I invited them to half-hour videos that are going to come out periodically throughout the week. But I think I got tired of recording before because I was just playing the same games over and over again, which that gets boring. I'm not trying to do that. I need to find other games to play. Like my biggest issue was like I was doing like an Iron Mon, and that's just like, that's hard. It's a challenge. It's like you get one Pokemon, and if you lose, you got to restart. And then I was also doing hardcore classic WoW, which once again, if you die, you got to restart. I've actually still been playing Hardcore Classic WoW. I just haven't been streaming it. I've been recording it. We're actually level 31 right now. Which part of me wants to edit a video together to show the progress we've made. But it's just like, we'll get there when we get there. I'll just do it from what, like, if I die, I die, and I'll make like 5 videos up to the point where I died, because that'll be it. I won't put in that time and effort that I've done with that again. And I get a few videos out of that. Then I need a different game as well to play. I have a Switch, but it's just like, I don't know if I want to like invest in a Switch too. I gotta figure out stuff I want to do. But the GeoGuessr was good. I think I had 6 unique chatters at one point. And that was fun. They're actually very helpful, very supportive of me being a new player. I made some simple mistakes. At one point, I confused French for Spanish, mainly because I wasn't really paying attention. But yeah, I'm usually not that dim-witted. What else is there? Oh, yeah, here's something else that happened. It actually happened last night before dinner. I have weighed the lowest I have weighed in probably since college. Maybe even before college, because I was lifting in college a lot more for rugby. I weighed 189.9, which I find pretty darn impressive. After dinner, of course, you know, weighed like 193, but that's huge. I would love to be like 180. I like my 6'2", 6'3" height. And if we get there, we get there. I'm not that too stressed or concerned about it. But just like, it would be cool to have some ab definition again. But other than that, man, it's pretty good. It's a really nice Sunday, getting a good sweat. I have to go to the store, which I'm just doing a big loop. The store is like right next to where I live. I need to get a few things. But it's pretty good. Like, I cannot be happier with kind of how the week went. It was a good week at work. I'll probably get a haircut next weekend, but then we can make that a goal. So we'll talk about that. Because I may not shave, but I do need to get a haircut. My hair starts to poof a bit, as we can see. I think the hairline's still looking decent, right? Hairline's still looking good. It's receding a bit on one side, but only just the one side. A bit more gray hairs that I'm noticing, but I'm also kind of actively looking for them. But I don't feel stressed. Usually this is the time of year where a teacher is a bit rough. But I feel like I have a good mix of like trying to only do work stuff at work. Don't let it affect me outside of work. Come into work with a good attitude every day. And yeah. Also, like, I know when, like, you know, go out or just stay in for the weekend. Like, for example, this weekend, I stayed in, didn't go out. I've been using the dating apps a bit less as well. I limit to myself to 5 swipes a day. That's been helpful. It's been definitely helpful for the most part. There's the fact that I don't even think about it. I don't even think about it at all. Also, it's like, I don't really want to go on any dates right now. Because for one, I'm going on a trip in 2 weeks. So it's like, if I talk to someone now, it's like, we got to plan a date quick. And also, I don't want to go on a date because, like, my hair is a bit of a mess. But that'll probably change next weekend. Yeah, I also tried new barbers from where I live. Now, actually, get this. Since moving to where I am now in August, I've only gotten 2 haircuts. And they're both like a month apart. I got one in November, and then I got one right after Christmas. So, I've only gotten 2 haircuts. The reason I did get the haircut first time around, like from August to November, was because It actually may have been July is when I last got a haircut. I can't remember that off the top of my head. But the reason is just like the football team I coaches, we just kept winning. So I was like, you know what? Let's not get a haircut. I didn't have to trim my beard though at one point. I didn't want to, but I was like, it's getting a bit too much of a mess. And then yeah. Then I got one in December, right after Christmas. And like they're good barbers and all, but it's just like, I don't know, it's such good chemistry with my old barber. And I could literally just take the train and then like walk like 5 minutes to get him. Like, you know, also it gives me an excuse to go out and about, walk around again. I walked to the train station, a little, like about a mile. And then I could easily just take the train, go south a bit, and boom. Pretty much within a 5-minute walk from where my barber would be, which is nice. Because I would have to worry about it less, if you know what I'm saying. And like, he knows how my hair works. He knows the many cowlicks that I have. And he's a good conversationalist. I felt like the last two guys weren't as good. I mean, that was me, because I was new to them. But I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna probably schedule an appointment with him next Saturday. It'll be cool to see him again. And he usually gets me right. If you remember the early vlogs, I got a haircut in the early one of the vlogs. It was right before the boys trip we took in July. So that was that was cool. It was a nice haircut. So yeah, I can't really even complain. That's probably like the biggest negative about this week is like I'm not a big fan of how my hair looks right now. Very, very helmety. At least in my opinion, it looks very helmety. Like, come on, very helmety. But like, other than that, like, imagine what the summer's gonna do to me, because I'm a teacher, I get the summers off. I live way further away from the school I coach at, but here's what I was thinking. We walk to the train station, so we get about a mile in. Okay, cool, whatever. And then from the train station, where I would get off, it's a decent walk. But also, what else am I doing? The head coach also lives in the same town as me. He actually lives right down the street from me. He actually drove me home a lot in the fall, so, as I mentioned from before. So I don't know, but just like, any way to continue losing weight and being healthy while being healthy is something I'm definitely much interested in. Because really, that's all we could really ask for. Is just continue to be the best healthy I could be. And also, I think one of the biggest things that's helped me is like, instead of eating like at the normal times of eating, or even scheduling like when to eat, is just eat when you're hungry. If you feel like you're craving stuff during the workday, just have some snacks. And that's what I've been doing. I've just been snacking a bit more and all that stuff. But like healthy snacks instead of like other stuff that could be like, you know, the students do give me food every once in a while. But it's like every few days, like once a week, they give me a cookie or whatever. That's fine. Nothing to really worry about. And we're about the halfway point of our walk, by the way. I said I'd walk to work, and I'm gonna walk to back to the market that's right by where I live. So we made it halfway. We're gonna go back around, some fun stuff. I'm gonna probably end the video once we get back onto the main street. But we still got a few more minutes. But yeah, I don't know if this is like relative. Like, I want to continue talking about the health stuff. From Sunday, not Sunday, from a point in, I think December, you could even say late January, early February, I weighed 199, but that was after just like a lot of eating I had done. I think my average weight was around like 195. But that's like 5 pounds. It's like, yeah, there's times where I weighed more, but I think like I lost 5 pounds since the start of the new year. But if we even go back to like May of 2025, do you remember the pictures? Well, I don't know why you would, but the pictures of me when I got the Student Teacher of the Year award at my university, and then the graduation photos, I easily weighed like 205. And every time everyone sees me, they always say like, "Oh, Frank, you look pretty good." And I feel pretty good. I walk a lot more. I've been getting out more. Like last year, I always go by school year. It's the 2024, 2025 school year. I was just all teaching all the time, going to classes. It was just like I didn't really have any me time. And I was like, I definitely did not walk as much as I have so far this school year. But everything's good. Everything's good. I couldn't complain with that. I think I've made myself a better, definitely, I feel like I've made myself a better person. And that's awesome. I feel healthier. I'm actually kind of short of breath though, but I think that's just because I'm talking and walking at the same time with not really any stops of me talking. So that is what it is. But it's good. Regardless, I'm getting steps in. This is probably about 2 miles overall. And we're feeling good. Where I could realistically say we're in some of the best shape we've been in a while. And that's also like due to not just me losing weight. I don't drink that much. I don't smoke at all. I mean, I probably will when I go on the bachelor trip. But it's just like, I don't make it a habit. And I've, ever since college ended back in 2020, and honestly, ever since I got home from Spain, if we want to actually move that a bit further. But from the time I went to college, from the time I ended college, and then to the time I went to Spain, so May of 2020 to September of 2021, I didn't really drink that much either. And I was definitely like a binge drinker in college. Like if we were drinking, I was having like 4, 5, 6 drinks minimum. Even if it was just like a relaxing afternoon or whatever. And now, like use last weekend for an example, with my friend's housewarming party, I had a drink and a half. I was there for 3 hours. The weekend before, I drank a lot though. But I knew I drank a lot before, so I was like, I'm not gonna drink that much. And I followed through with it. Making mature decisions. Then smoking, I can't tell you the last time I smoked. Like I've had a puff of like a nicotine device that 2 weekends ago when I went out drinking. But like where I've actually just sat down to smoke, it's been years. And like a puff from a nicotine device ain't gonna hurt no one at the end of the day. And also, I could easily hold my breath for over a minute, so my lungs are pretty strong. It may not seem that way right now because I feel like I'm short of breath, but I've just been yapping and yapping and yapping. But yeah, I've been talking for 19 minutes. But don't worry, the video is about to end. I think to summarize everything, I feel good. Everything's going good. And I feel like I'm becoming a better version of myself. Next weekend, I mean, we may not see it for a while just because I have to keep the stupid beard. But usually I like to keep my beard very thin. But once we get to that point, everything will be good. Everything will be good. I have some hobbies I enjoy doing. And we are where we really need to be. Dude, there's a Waymo, oh my gosh. Outside of the city. It's the Waymo turning. I'm gonna wait. I can't trust the Waymo. Okay, yeah, we good. We good. Scary. Waymos are always scary. Waymos are always scary. But that's kind of a good way to end the Frank Look At though on. We saw a Waymo, and now on the way back. Well, we've been on the way back, but it is what it is. So yeah, this has been a Frank Look At, and I'll see you next time. Peace.